Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make this lovely compact stove. And what you're going to need is you're going to need a chicken noodle soup can, probably a chili can, so something that the small can will fit inside the large can, ruler, scissors, marker, wire cutters, and a screwdriver. So get the camera back on the tripod here. Okay, so your first step, get off this out of the way. So the first step is going to be to peel the labels off the cans. Sometimes it's easier to do them when the can is wet, but there's the large can, and we're going to do the small can. Okay, so now we have our two cans. So the first step is going to be to take the small can, turn it upside down, and you're going to take your wire cutters. And you're going to punch like 5 or 6 holes in the bottom, about 1/4 inch in diameter. Okay, so that's the bottom of your stove. Next step is going to be to lay it on its side, and on the bottom, you're going to do, I usually do 8, and you guys can experiment with how many holes you do. And this is going to be the inner burner of your stove. Okay, so now I have our 8 holes in the bottom of the can. Now, on the top of, still in the small can, so on the top, be very careful. And you're going to punch 8 smaller holes. And these are going to be your burner jets once this wood gas stove is completed. So while I'm doing this, this little information on the stove itself, it's this stove, when I designed it originally, it was just kind of an experiment because I was just getting back into making backpacking stoves. But it turned into 6 different sized wood gas stoves. But so your inner can should have 8 holes on top, 8 small holes on top, 8 large holes on the bottom, and then 5 on the base of the can. Now so you have your small can. Now take your bigger can and put it on its side, and on the side closest to the bottom, you're gonna punch some fairly large holes. And this number doesn't really matter much as long as you get them close to the bottom, because this is the outer burner of the wood gas stove. So we're going to do 8 again, because we're going to get good airflow down at the bottom. And there's your bottom can. So, and then to assemble the stove, it's like, it doesn't take long at all. You can take this inner can and just slide it down, give it a good old push, it'll kind of snap in, and there's your completed wood gas stove. And the final piece is going to be the wind guard that sits on top, and it actually doubles as a pot holder. So what you're going to do is you need to find a smaller can that's not too tall, that'll sit on the inner rim or the outer rim, depending on which can you want to, depending on what size pot you're going to use. And you want to cut an opening that is about 1 inch wide and like 2 inches long on either side, and that makes a nice little stove pot holder. And this just kind of snaps down on top, and there's your completed stove. Real quick and simple.